What is up, guys? I hope you're well. My name is Mark and today we're covering r/EntitledParents. If you're new here, don't forget to support the music artists because without them this channel would have no music and would be stuffed. And if you enjoy the content, please consider hitting that like, that subscribe and that notification bell, as it really, I always say it every time, but it makes a massive difference to this channel. We're a small channel, but we're hoping to grow one day. And with that being said, let's get started. Our first post is from Lady Stoneheart. EM flips after she reads the post about her daughter and her. Hello again. I posted a story about my aunt ruining my sister's birthday the day before yesterday. Turns out she and her daughter is on Reddit and are subscribed to r/EntitledParents and read the story. This is what happened last night. EM entitled Mum, who's my aunt, EC her daughter, and S my sister. EM called my dad last night about 11 when my dad was half asleep. EM said, "How could you do this to us? Aren't we family? Why did you shame us like this? It was so many years ago. Couldn't you just let it go?" And my dad had no idea what she's going on about, so he asks her what had happened. To which she tells him that we posted on Reddit about my sister's birthday. My dad doesn't know and doesn't care what Reddit is and asks what's the big deal. Wow, so your daughters do things without telling you. You should keep an eye on them. Don't let them get out of hand. You should have taught them manners. OP just exposed us and shamed us online. Dad says, "What are you saying? How did she expose you? She hasn't even talked to you in years." She posted a story about us, and as soon as EC read it, we knew it was about us. I haven't divulged any names in the story, not even mine. Dad asked me if I did that and why, so it took a total of 15 to 20 minutes to explain to Dad what Reddit is and what I did. I tell him that I've just narrated a story and haven't exposed her identity in any way. So Dad just hands me the phone so I can explain it to her. As soon as I say hello, EM starts screaming at me loudly so that can be heard outside the phone. EM said, "You bitch, how could you do that? Who do you think you are? You poison my child and then make it up as if I was overreacting. Take that post down now and apologise for it on that subreddit. If you don't, I know I'm going to sue you." What the fuck? I'm so angry that I just say, no, I won't do anything of that sort, and that I would like to see how you can sue me all the way from California. EM then proceeds to call me and my sister a whore and similar things. My dad takes away the phone and asks her not to ever contact any of us again and blocks her. So hey there, Aunt Sheila. I hope you all read this. You know what, I think that's one of the stories you've read in the past as well. I can't remember exactly which story it is, but I do remember that. Our next story is from Wogs for Gaming. EM breaks a HTC Vive Pro because her son wanted to play. Hello again, my two Reddit followers. I know the title just confused you a bit, so let me explain. If you're one of my two followers, this happened at a shopping centre. They made a VR stand where you can pay and play Beat Saber for 10, 30 and 60 minutes depending on the amount you pay. So I paid for 1 hour for Beat Saber, and let me tell you the mother who came 5 seconds late and started screaming rage at me. EM entitled Mum, EK entitled Kid, me, MM my mum, L the lady ruining the VR stand. So as I said before, it was a public place, and there was only one stand for Beat Saber. I paid almost $40 to play for an hour, and the lady already set things up for me. 20 seconds later, when everything is set up and I start to play, when after barely picking a song, somebody fucking rips the VR headset off my head. It was a Vive Pro, by the way, damaging the headphones and the strap, plus the inside screen of the VR headset, so here's how that went. EM said, "How fucking dare you?" I said, "What the hell did you just do?" The lady running the stand intervenes. Hey, what are you doing? I told you we had to pay for 1 hour. I want to get him off now. My son wants to play." And he looks at me grinning. I pick up the headset. "You just fucking destroyed it." EM said, "No, you destroyed it." The lady running the stand. "Mom," as she raises her voice. EM, "Don't you fucking scream at me, you whore." There are cameras all over this centre, and there were like 15 people watching you rip off his headset. It cost $1,300, if I remember correctly. If you will resist payment for repairs and potential headset replacement, I will have to call the police. My mum comes back from the toilets and sees me arguing with someone. Hey, wait, what the hell happened here? Your son just destroyed that VR headset, and I'll call the police if you don't pay back for the repairs. A random guy intervenes. Mum, I saw everything. I saw you rip the headset off his head, and I'll even call the police right here, right now. The EK said, "Mum, I want to play. How long will you keep arguing with them?" EM visibly frustrated. "Give me just a bit more time." I said, "Well, it's going to be hard for him to play when you just fucking broke the headset." Mom, you just broke a $1,300 headset and you have to pay for the repairs. Please give me your home address, name and phone number. I did not do anything. It was his fault. Mom, I'm trying to be nice, but if you won't cooperate, I will have to call the police. EM says, go at it then. I don't even think I need to write this conversation down anymore. The police came about 5 minutes later, investigated all the camera recordings, questioned witnesses, and also us. They didn't believe their story, and EM had to pay for a new headset, since that one was beyond repair. $1,300. Wow. I really hope she doesn't have that money. Well, moral of the story, please don't name your children Karen. This was my second post on r/EntitledParents, and the first instance I had was about 5 months ago. Just my luck. I really want a VR headset as well. That Beat Saber game looks fun, but you look like a right twonk when you're trying to play it. Why do entitled parents act this way? Just walk up and rip it off their head and say, my son wants to play it. Why would you do that? It's just not normal. Our next story is from Zombie Octavia. Entitled Whale makes father not have time for his daughter. Hey guys, I have another story for you. So I'm in college right now until next January. I came home for 2 weeks during Christmas break, hoping to see my family before I went back to school, 4.5 hours away. I arrived back home on the December 20th, 5 days before Christmas Day. Not once had my father tried to see me before then. I wanted to see my grandparents, my dad's parents, before Christmas. I went over and thought about texting my father out coming over to see me real quick. He said that he would. I'd reminded him that I had to leave at 3 because I had work at 4. He said alright. I waited and waited, but soon enough it was 3 and my mum was outside ready to pick me up. She had later told me that he texted her to tell me he was busy. Now Christmas Day, after we finished going to my mum's parents, we went to my dad's parents for brunch like we do every year. After about 40 minutes, he comes in the door with EW, entitled Whale, to drop off extra chairs for brunch. He came over to me and said, Merry Christmas, sweetie. Now understand my tone for a bit. I was not mean or dismissive, I was upset and disappointed to the point where I can get on the verge of tears. I said, I wish I could have seen you before Christmas. He literally huffs and finishes what he was doing and leaves with EW. I cry at this point, not knowing if I said anything wrong or even if I did. So we were supposed to start at 2ish so my great grandparents could drive home safely instead of in the dark. We decided that we would wait for my dad's family to arrive. At about 3:30 they finally show and we could pray and eat. After brunch I helped my grandfather take down a table in the living room so we could open presents. I grabbed the table and EW was right there watching me, then turns to my father and not so quietly said, your children are so disrespectful and I don't want to be here. Let's go. I stiffened, fully aware of what I heard. I started to tear up and we placed the table in another room. After we put it down I started to cry until I composed myself and we went back to the living room. Thankfully my father was still there. I first handed out my presents, I drew a cartoon character they like and wrote a note and folded it into a heart origami. After the presents were passed out she glared at me and mumbled something. Later my sister told me she was complaining about not getting anything for her or her children. After Christmas I texted my father and asked if we could go out to eat and that I would pay for it, and he said he would. So we went out and he tried to make small talk while I tried to direct the convo about how I haven't seen him for months and ask him why he didn't visit me at all. He always redirected the convo. After dinner, he was looking around the restaurant until I grabbed the device to pay for dinner. Then he looked at me and smiled. The feeling that I had to pay for my dad in order to see him crushed my heart. The last time I saw him was when I was leaving to come back to school New Year's Day for about 5 minutes before I left. Sorry for this being long, but I needed to vent. I'm starting to believe that I'm a bad daughter, even though my mum keeps telling me I'm not. Edits, thank you for the support. I'm seeing a therapist to help what's going on. Your words are making my night better. What a motherfucker. I'm sort of lost for words on that. I don't know how anyone could treat their daughter like that. A family member like that. Especially when she's trying so hard, you know. You could see she was upset from the sort of the first altercation kind of thing, and then he carries on doing that to her and just seems someone that's just full of themselves, full of just want to control their own life and not worry about anything else on the outside, not caring about their feelings. Oh dear, but yeah, I think therapy is probably the best route, just to realise that you are not the bad one in this situation, that your father is the bad one, and when he gets older, and believe me on this, he's going to regret this, he's going to regret these decisions, especially if you cut him out of your life eventually, he's going to regret that, and then you just say, well, fuck him, basically. So I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry. Tone it down. Bit of positivity over here, please. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's stories. I really hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed reading these ones. And if you did enjoy, please consider hitting that like, that subscribe, and maybe that notification bell. Much love, guys. Take care.